Hello my friends and welcome to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Master My Deck Solo Mode Part 23. Okay, in today's episode I'll be going over the final My Deck for the Rikka Solo Mode Gate. The Rikka Fairies Descend is what it's called. But before I do that, I'll go into the notifications. Oh yeah, and also before we begin, if you can, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate that. I'm getting closer and closer to 100 subscribers, and it would be really cool to get to triple digits. And I'll also say a little reminder of this at the end of the video too. Cause I realize I haven't been saying that, and I think I really should. So, I'm gonna start saying that, or at least try to remember. I should be able to remember though. This is probably just to introduce the new, pack that's coming out too, with the Cowback Agito and whatever the last one is. Anyway, hold on. Oh yeah, and I think another thing that I really like about Runic Sprites is I think it's a lot easier, like if your opponent's not really doing anything, like it's a lot easier to also win with a backup plan of like just going into battle and like attacking normally. So you can't really do that with the regular Runic deck because like all of the X deck fusions, like they're not very like strong. And like maybe you have a few techs, but even if you have something like a Mono or Watto, that's not very strong either. The sprites, like even if you're not running like Cat Shark or like other monsters that can like kind of make your like offense a little bit stronger, like maybe the Sprite Gamma Burst, some stuff like that, because your main goal isn't the battle damage, like you still have like can make some pretty good monsters, like pretty good offensive monsters. And like I was able to do it, and like by attacking directly I was able to win in 2 turns. So like even if you don't have the strongest monsters, you can still win fairly quickly by incorporating the sprites. And also the Avamax kind of helps with that too, because that's like a 3,000 attack body and already. And maybe that's why some people are incorporating Access Code, because it becomes a lot better, because like a 5,300 attacker can be really good, like if your opponent is like not trying to commit to anything and you don't really need to activate the runics. But still, I think the way I got it is pretty good. And I mean, as long as I'm doing fairly well with it, I don't think I really need to change it. Anyway, so here's the final duel. And this is not the deck I'm going to be using. This is the deck. At first, I was thinking maybe like, Trap Trick would be good. But after a little bit more thinking, I think I prefer Lord. And then that way, like, I don't need to be playing, like, 2 copies of every trap, and I can still get into my traps. Or I can even get into my spells if I want to. Even my field spell. I can still get into a field spell. So he's also, like, kind of like a searcher for the field spell, too, if I want it. But probably more often than not, I'm going for the traps. Yeah, and I basically just added a few more copies of some of the better traps, and I completely took out the one that destroys 2 while you control no traps, because I can't play any of the trap tricks XX since they're too high in rarity, and that rank 4 is really the only like good way of like running that. So I decided to just take it out, because like I'm probably not going to be able to activate it normally, which is basically the only way I'm activating the trap holes at this point. And I had a few extra copies because like I have a lot harder time. I have no way of searching for the traps or getting into them into the graveyard now, so I basically wanted to put in a few extras. And I took out one Canadia and one Damascus. I would normally play 3, but I was thinking since I already have like disruptions and I wanted to like have like traps, I wanted to have more trap holes and not like have too many cards in my deck. I decided to take a few copies of each of these out. I think it should still be fine though. Because I don't really need to like rely on like having like Paleozoic material. It's just like nice when I can get it because then I can go into my Paleozoic exceeds, but I'm not like completely relying on it. And I basically just replaced a few rank 4s also. I think maybe a few of these weren't it before, I'm not sure, but like these are still good because they're rares, normals, and they have decent enough effects. And I'm once again playing the Rikka Queen again that was in the Sun Avalon build. Yeah. And now I'm playing the Nightmares because like also since I'm playing the with cards that want to be in the graveyard for one reason or another. I feel like the Nightmares are a lot better. I mean, sure, they, like, the Swap Frogs, like, want me in the graveyard, too, but I figured since I had room, I couldn't really think of a lot of other stuff. And, like, since I had a lot of room this time in my X deck, I'll just, like, do whatever. And I just, like, had extra copies of the Area and the Marincess since I'm playing Waters. I don't really want to fill my deck up with like really good cards and just easily win this. I want to at least give my opponent somewhat of a chance, since it's really easy to beat them anyway. Let's see how it does. Oh yeah, and if you want to, you can always read through the duel description again. I'm getting 200 gems for this one, so this is a good one because, I mean, getting free cards are nice, especially when it's for a deck that I actually want to play, but gems are always going to be nice because like it doesn't matter what. I mean, free cards actually can't, actually maybe not, like free cards, like if they're good cards, especially if they're like high rarity cards, like that does save me from having to like craft them because you technically can craft most, like, any card that I get from solo mode. But it does keep me from having to, because if I have 3, I don't really need to craft anymore. If it's a card that I actually need. Or maybe even, like, or maybe it can still be good, because maybe I'll want it for later on. But I'm just saying gems are good, because you can, like, because, like, you can use them to get, to go for cards that you know you're going to be wanting. I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends, like, which is better. Like, they're both pretty good. Free cards or free gems, they're both pretty good. Yeah, I might as well use the Lord. I don't think it restricts me at all. So I might as well use the Lord. It will help protect the Paleozoic. And then I might as well go for the Rikka Petal because, like, this one isn't really going to do anything right now because I'm going to have to activate a hole in order to get its effect off. See, and that's why this is one, because these kind of work off the holes, like the other one, like, grabs them from my graveyard. See, this kind of reason why I want to play, like, why I wanted to make sure I had a few extras. A few extras are the good ones, at least. I might as well go for this. Really good. That's a plant, but I probably don't want to go. I'd rather go for level 6 anyway. And the nice thing about the Lord is I'm going to be special summoning during my opponent's turn when the plant lock won't be applied anymore. So it's actually pretty nice. And then I might as well go for the level 6 now because it's my like best card. And she protects herself, which is pretty nice. Okay, this should be pretty good. And I mean, I may not have... I should grab a Dark Hole with the Lord. Oh yeah, this is basically another 3 extra copies of any of my any of my Trap Hole traps. I said Dark Hole, I meant to say Trap Hole. I think I'll wait until my opponent activates it. Yeah, might as well not negate that. Okay, now I can destroy it. Actually, I don't know how good this is right now, though. How good it would be grabbing a Trap Hole, because all of them, like, rely on my opponent doing something. And I don't know how likely that is. And this one's... Oh, the turn was set. Okay, but that doesn't matter. Again, I could set my Rikka Con, which would allow me to add one of my others. But I could also grab this Phantom Knights, which would allow me to go into rank 4s. My rank 4s aren't as good. So I think I will grab the Con because the field spell is actually really good. I didn't notice that like it had a tribute monsters my opponent controls effect. And it allows me to set another Rikka spell or trap, which is nice. Unfortunately, it has to be a... Well, yeah, it's a... Oh, yeah, anyone face up. So it doesn't have to be... So it doesn't have to be a plant, which is good, because like that would have been annoying if I could only attribute plants on my opponent's side of the field, because it's only good if my opponent actually has plants. Special summon it? I don't think I care. Going for Aromatherapy Jasmine. Oh boy. Going for those two. Okay. Yeah, I think that's fine. Unfortunately, I can no longer bring out the petals since now I control a rock, and it needs to be so that I only control plants, which is a little unfortunate. Man, that's a lot of cards. Now going for level 8 or rank 8, I'll say. Yeah. Purposely calling a card that they know they don't have so that they can like shuffle one of my cards back. But I can just protect her at least. Yes, I might as well. I'll tribute this off. Shuffling it. That stinks still, though. At least now that I only have plants, like, they, like, allow me to be able to, like, use the pedal, so thanks, opponent. And got the best of both worlds now. Being able to utilize the effect of the... Actually, didn't even need him, so, like, actually, they might have helped me out there. Because I think I prefer this anyway. And the Con's, like, really good now. I might as well use it. I don't really care if I'm locked into only plants. I'm just gonna do this. And since my opponent only has plants anyways, I'll be able to actually get the additional effect. Actually, I don't think it would have mattered, but like, my opponent only has plants anyway. Nice. Yeah, and also being able to like tribute a card, an opponent's card is really good because it bypasses a lot of different things. Now I think I should be able to get out 2 now, so that's nice. I might as well just bring these 2 out. And I should probably go for it. Oh, I can use its effect without even needing to detach material. That's actually really nice. Yeah, I think I might as well. I'll do this since I'm pretty sure she has graveyard effect. Yeah. Ooh, this one's nice. Oh, that's actually really nice. But it actually, no, it's not, because that speed to a card it points to, and I'll be forced to like put it in a main monster zone, which won't be ideal. But I think the Exceed is really good. I think the Exceed's really good because I can use its effect without needing to... Oh. Its effects on negate. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, its effects are negated. Never mind, I can't even do it. Oh yeah, Rikka Princess. This is fine. I might as well go for this. Oh, and I believe I can just tribute my opponent's monster. Oh, I guess I can't for this one. Oh well. I think I'm gonna tribute off the princess. Might as well special summon both. Oh, that's an insect, non-plant. Ooh. So, could make everything level 4. Do I have any plant? Yeah. Wow, that's actually a plant. Like, black chip of corn, like, because it's an actual ship made out of corn, and so that's why it's a plant. It's kind of weird. So now what I can do is I can go for the black chip of corn. I can still normal summon, which is nice. I think I might as well. And that lets me add a trap tricks. Ooh, I can add another mantis, so I can like add trap tricks for next time. And I might as well send to graveyard because like One of them's gonna have to attack into it anyway. I'm not sure how good that was, but if this is game anyway, it really doesn't matter. I don't think it is. Is it? Maybe. It is. It's game anyway, so it really didn't matter. I don't know if it would have been. Because no, it probably would have been game either way, because like the black ship of corn would have been able to attack directly if I hadn't used his effect. But still, I enjoy using Exceed Monster's effects, because if it's gonna be in there, I might as well use the effect, I feel. Of course, that's not the way I would think in a duel, like, because it's of course in an actual duel, if it's bad to not use the effect, I probably shouldn't if I'm trying to rank up the quickest. But in duels like these where it doesn't really matter, or maybe in casual duels against friends, maybe I will pull off wacky stuff just to like see if it works. Oh yeah, like that out of the blue, I kind of want to pick that up now, just because like that seems like an interesting effect. I probably won't use an actual duel because like I've been like looking online and like it's telegraphed, like, which isn't always the best thing. Like telegraph something that like it's so easy to play around. Your opponent could just destroy it before they commit to anything. They could just like force you to activate it sooner, though I'm not sure if like if you could just choose not to activate it. I think you can just choose not to activate it, but I'm sure, like, I mean, there's probably better counters. That's probably the biggest thing. There's like so many hand traps out there that can not only stop the specific decks, like specific counter cards can stop, but it can stop other cards as well. Other decks as well, like Ash Blossom probably could stop more cards than Out of the Blue. Maybe Nibiru can stop more decks than Out of the Blue. Like, Nibiru may not be the best example, like, since it's not really good against, like, runic sprites right now, or sprites, but like, there's a lot of hand traps that, like, could fit, like, stopping a lot of decks, including the meta decks, where like maybe these specific counters may only stop like the meta decks, but it like really fails against like other decks, which it's not always necessarily a bad thing to have side deck cards, but like that's the thing, you're not really having a side deck, so you probably don't want to put in like side deck only cards. Not that I'm saying like Out of the Blue is really a side deck card. Because again, there's probably just like a lot better counters to the decks you're trying to stop with it. But I'm definitely gonna try and like see and like share my findings. I'm gonna try in like a more casual games, because it's only a common, so it should be pretty easy to find in bulk, hopefully. Okay, anyway, and the cool thing about my locals, I'm not sure if this is how all locals are, like the cool thing is like I can just like play the cards without actually needing to like buy them. So what I could do is, if I find them and I don't necessarily want to buy them, I could just like try them that day in my deck and just like put them away afterwards. Which I might have to do anyway, since I can't really buy anything right now anyway, because like I've kind of already like, I don't really need to go into and explain why, but like, I mean, you probably get how like budgeting is. I know these are like cheap too, but I think like, I don't, since I'm probably not gonna like use them a lot, it might just be a waste of money anyway. I'm sure you guys can understand that. I mean, you want to save your money, like even when it comes to stuff like this. I'm sure even you would get, like, even a lot of you would understand that because the small stuff can add up. Just saying. Anyway, I didn't mean to turn this into like a financial advice sort of like video or section. I'll just go through the pack cards I open here. Water Pond, pretty nice. Like it special summons itself whenever it's added to the hand. Um, but like I don't know how easy it is to get into your hand. Technically, if you like draw into it, it would also work since it'll have been added to your hand by a card effect. But they're just like a lot of decks have so many bad cards that they can special summon that like are in archetype cards. See, like that's what I'm saying. Sometimes like a card doesn't necessarily not see play because it's bad. Maybe they're just a lot better ways of playing the deck. Maybe that's the case. Like I feel like in today's metagame, it kind of takes a lot for a card to be worth playing. Like even like a card as strong as Monster Reborn isn't always being played. Because maybe like there's just so many other better cards you could be playing that like it's just kind of hard to justify it, even though it is an arguably powerful effect, like being able to special summon from either player's graveyard. And I think even nowadays with Sprite Elf gone in the TCG, I think a lot of the Sprite decks or the Sprite Frog or the Sprite Runic decks or whatever, like they still won't play Monster Reborn or World Legacy Succession, even though Elf is gone. Just because like they're more focused on like trying to get like good monsters out and like trying to win as fast as possible. They rather like have like extenders, like, and sure Monster Reborn can be an extender, but you kind of like need to already have a monster in the grave in order to be able to utilize it. And like if you already activated the effect of like Sprite Blue or Sprite Jet, like you won't really like you might want to just like wait until like a different monster's in the graveyard or something. I don't know. See, I'm not exactly sure why people may or may not run something, but I just know like there's probably a reason why like a certain card isn't being played. Like even though I might not fully understand it, like if I see that a card's probably not being played, then maybe I shouldn't play it. I don't know. That may not be the best way to look at it. Because but like I don't really want to be one to like kind of like experiment and risk it. Then again, like if I'm playing casual, like I could probably like risk it a few times. Maybe I should. Anyway, this one seems kind of good. It allows you to special summon a Fluffle and Edgent from your graveyard. But I mean, this isn't really a pendulum focused deck. Actually, it might not be too bad because you can also like special summon Frightfurs with its pendulum, with its monster effect. Predaponics, Destruction Wing, Penguin Knight, Sonic Bird. This is nice for getting you rituals, but I think it's been outpaced by the incantations. Just because like they can like special themselves and also get you a ritual at the same time. And then I think like a lot of the rituals, like I don't know, I think there's a lot of rituals that don't mind using materials from your hand or like deck or other places, so you don't necessarily need them on the field. Oh wait, I think the reason why the incantations are good is because I think they can also special summon others of themselves, maybe. I'm not exactly sure, but I know the incantations like are probably like the prime um support for rituals nowadays. Element Doom, Stray Asmodian, Pokey Draco, Meliseverus Fork. This seems like a pretty fun, like casual way to play sprites, since both Sprite Jet and Sprite. Oh wait, no, they're Thunders, not Fiends. Link Streamer, M Warrior number 2. But they do still seem pretty fun because like you can like easily special summon and put more out on the field, and then you can still go for your level 2 plays, and then you can still use lies like Gigantic and Sprite Elf. Link Streamer, M Warrior number 2, Kanika Budo, Queenbird, Shining Abyss, and Pachi, Vow Drums, Desk Croaking, Covering Fire, and that's it. So I think it's nice getting another copy of this. I'm gonna say that just because Special Summoner, it's a flufful card too. I'm probably not gonna play it, but this could be decent for flufful decks. I'm not exactly sure. I do know it's a newer card for them. So that would be probably for the ones I don't yet have a playset of, and then for the new one, Predaponics might be pretty good because it allows you to like special summon Predaplants from the graveyard. I mean, it does negate their effects, but if you have a fusion that can only use monsters in the hand or on the field, it's a way to be able to get back a material so you can like go into that fusion a little bit easier. Yeah. Okay. So if anyone else has anything to say about any of these cards for the pack opening, whether they want to say which one or ones maybe they be their favorite or favorites, or have any fun fact, have a fun fact and or fun facts about any of these card and or cards here, you can feel free to say that in the comment. It will help with getting more comments out there for my videos, but it'll also be nice because then because maybe like that'll be a good discussion starter, or if nothing else, it could give people a chance to maybe learn something they maybe not have known yet. And it doesn't have to be like a fun fact, like a trivia piece, like based on like the anime or the lore. It could be like a simple like ruling thing that maybe not a lot of people realize it works out that way. Like the whole zombie world plus I think it's rivalry, or the one that like deals with typings. I think it might be rivalry. The one that deals with typings, like if you have a fiend and a zombie and they both change to zombies, and then one person gets rid of the zombie world so that one becomes a fiend and one becomes a zombie, you have to get rid of the fiend, the one with the original type of fiend, just because the way zombie world works when it's off the field and rivalry is still on the field. I mean, I know that zombie world's not one of the cards, but I just want to give an example like of like a non like lore kind of like trivia fact that maybe not a lot of people knew about. Anyway, thank you everyone who stayed for the pack opening. I'm not gonna go in order, but I will probably put an order in the description. Anyway, thank you to everyone who stayed for the duel today. And especially thank you to those who stayed for the whole video. Not sure how much extra help that does, but actually it does count for watch time. So I mean, I'm not sure if I'm already at the time required where, like, once I get to 1,000. Now I'm sure I'll probably be good, but I think watch time might be like good for more reasons than just to, like, once you get to 1,000 subscribers, like, you need to have. I mean, I know I'm not even close, but, like, I'm saying, like, it matters for the partnership thing, but I think it matters for other reasons as well. I think people can, like, look into that, and then maybe, like, the ones who care, like, maybe, like, but I don't know. I don't think most people, like, really watch a YouTuber based on the amount of watch time, because, like, I don't know, like, how much they really care to, like, look into it. But there might be some people who do. Anyway, I'm gonna go into the outro now. Please like, share, and subscribe, and consider ringing that notification bell for regular content. You can either ring the notification bell to be notified of all my videos, or personalized by simply clicking the notification bell and selecting all, or personalized. All is being notified about all my videos, whether you watch them or not, and personalized is being notified of the videos that you watch the most. Also, if you would like to leave a comment, that would be greatly appreciated. You can leave a comment about anything, either pertaining to the video, pertaining to the verse I leave in the description, or just something random if you'd like. Just please keep it appropriate. You can even leave an emote if you would like, but just be aware that it may lock you out if you paste too many of the same emote in a day, just in case, like, if you decide one day you just paste emotes on a whole bunch of my videos. Just keep that in mind. Usually you can fix that by either going with a different emote or by posting multiples of that emote instead of just the one. And thank you everyone who do watch my videos, and a big thanks to those who do watch all of my videos, but still thank you to everyone who only watches a couple once in a while, or just watches one of the games. I understand how it is, no matter how you do it. It's just appreciated, no matter what, no matter how you decide to go about viewing my videos.